Hello everybody, welcome to Me Paintings. I'm Veronica and tonight I have got very exciting project for you. Thank you so much for all your lovely comments in my previous videos. You are really amazing and I hope you will enjoy today's tutorial. I wanted to make this for months but I didn't have time for that. So tonight it's finally the night when I can try my special project. I will be pouring on this canvas, which is size 50 times 50 centimeters, and then I will stick another canvas on the top of it, and I hope it will create some beautiful abstract landscape. I chose some beautiful colors from my color wheel, the cold ones. I will be using baby teal, also turquoise. Then I've got some phthalo green, which is with a little bit of blue. Then I've got violet, also lavender color. Then I mixed some carmine, which is a mixture of violet and rose. Then I'll be using my cerulean blue, sapphire blue, and phthalo blue. So I will be using these cold colors, which match very well together. And if you struggle with choosing your colors, it's always helpful. If you use your color wheel, you can mix either opposite colors or three colors. You can choose which colors will match together, and that will help you to understand how colors works. So I've got these lovely colors and I wanted to explain what I did with them. I mixed around 60% of pouring medium and 40% of acrylic colors. So they are quite thick, a little bit thicker than usual. And I put 2 drops of silicone oil in each color. I use this one, which I can buy in my country. You can buy lots of different brands online. And my pouring medium is mixture of PVA glue and water. I use 60% of PVA glue and 40% of water. That's my mixture and that's all you need to know. So we can start. So I'm gonna pour some white on the edges in the beginning. Just white like this, and let it just spread around these edges. And I'll also drop a little bit of white in here like this, just to have some base. And now I can start pouring my colors. I start with baby teal like this. And I want to keep a little bit of these colors because at the end I will be mixing them together. But for now I'm just pouring my colors in here. How I can pour them like this. Now here comes the time to pour my white in the middle between these colors. Just not too much, just a little bit. I will add also a little bit of this mixture of violet and rose, because I want to add something which will stick out, but not everywhere. I will just put it in some places like this, just a little bit. Oops, there was a little bit too much, but that's okay. Like that. And let's see if I can put a little bit of this green in down here, like this, maybe here. And some violet down here as well. Sapphire blue. Here it goes. So I'm gonna stick it on quite carefully, like this. And here comes the fun part. I'm gonna push it a little bit because I need my colors to spread everywhere. I'm gonna use my card here and just push all these colors together. So here we go. Let's see. Wow, that's so amazing. Look at that. That is so cool. I love this. That looks so interesting. It looks like mountain and the sky. I'm gonna try to use my torch and see if it creates some cells. I'm just gonna pour some leftover white here. And some dark here. So let's see what happens. I might ruin it, but it's an experiment, so we'll see what happens. Okie dokie. Wow, that looks amazing. Look at the beautiful shapes and shades. That looks like a sky and some kind of flower. I don't know. I will get it dry and show you the finished result soon. Welcome back. So the second board turned out absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Can you see something in it? I can clearly see beautiful mountains with a lake, and these will be my northern lights, aurora lights. And we planned to travel to Iceland this year, but we were forced to cancel it. But it's okay, because at least I can paint it and dream about beautiful northern lights. And I'm gonna show you how to paint it. My great inspiration was Bob Ross, and if you don't know Bob, I'm sure you do, but if you don't, I recommend searching his beautiful painting tutorials. He was a great teacher and a great inspiration for me. I will put the link down in the comment below if you'll be interested to watch his videos. He's amazing. And I'm gonna start with my mountains. For that, I'll be using my palette knives and also these types of colors: phthalo green, titanium white, Mars black, and phthalo blue. So let's get started. So I'm starting with black color on my palette knife, and I'm gonna try to paint shapes of my mountains. I didn't put too much black on because I just didn't know if it will be working, but it's good if you put more black color on your palette knife, so you'll be able to create nice line. I was just being a little bit careful because I didn't want to ruin it. So that will be my main mountain, which I think will be the biggest one. And now the second one, which will be hiding behind my main mountain. And don't worry if you make a mistake, you can always mend it, mend the shape of your mountains. This will be the third one, which will probably be in front of my big main mountain. Now I'll try to blend the black color so there are no big lumps on my canvas. Trying to slowly blend it a little bit with my blending brush. Not too much, don't put it in the water, otherwise you would all end up with very messy mountains. Just with dry brush, try to blend all the big lumps of your black color. Time for white on my palette knife, and this is the fun part. See, only one brush, one stroke creates a beautiful mountain. And you can create some interesting details with your white, some nice lines, little hills, sharp edges on your beautiful mountain. I'll try to paint another mountain, a small one, in front of all of my bigger mountains, like this. The bottom part will be white, so don't worry about the bottom part. Now, the one which is hiding behind, giving it a feel of mountain covered with snow. Now I've got very light blue color, and I'm putting quite a lot on my mountains, and it's because I'll be hiding it a little bit, and this is to give it a feel of sky reflection on my mountains. You don't have to do this. If you just used black and white, it would look nice, but it's good if you give it a little bit more than white and black. those nice sky reflection in your mountains. Now I'm putting more snow, more white on the top of my blue reflection. Now also a little bit of black to create a nice structure of stones and rock parts. I love painting mountains because it's quite an easy project, easy task, but it looks beautiful. Now my blending brush. I'm trying to blend all the leftovers and the lumps. I don't want to have big lumps of my colors there. So now I'm gonna work on the bottom part, trying to create some fog with blending brush and reflection in the water, which will be visible later on. Now time for my trees, painting lines, and then I'll be working on the body of my trees. This brush actually didn't really work for me. It was a new one, not a good one, so I just used a plain brush to create the feeling of trees hidden in the mist. Now another white part, I'll be creating a beautiful lake which will be under my northern lights. And later on, when I looked at this video, I thought to myself, oh, I should have left the beautiful acrylic board which is on the left side. I should have left it like that, but then I covered it with white. But you can learn from my mistake. It would look beautiful if I just left it white and painted. See, now I'm covering it with snow, but it would look beautiful if I left it with the acrylic pour. It worked well at the end, but you can learn from my mistakes. Don't try to cover everything like I did. It would look nice, but you can experiment however you want. It's your art, your choice. I'm just giving you a few little ideas. Now I'm working on the reflection in my lake, just trying to move my brush in the lines and create a water effect on my beautiful lake. I wish I could visit this place and see. I can feel the fresh cold breeze. Now I'm working on the shadows near my water and near my lake. I'm just using black acrylic color, but if you use the mixture of violet and yellow blue, it would probably look even nicer. It would symbolize the reflection of northern lights in your lake. I'm blending it slowly with my little brush, trying to create the edges on my lake. I'm working on my trees again, painting a few little more details. Now I decided to paint some stones, rocks in my water, and I couldn't decide what shape they should be. So at the beginning I tried to paint bigger stones, bigger rocks, but then later on I decided to wipe it out and leave just a little peeking stones. So I used black and also white, which I'm mixing together with my black to create shadows and shape of stones. No. This shape didn't really work for me, so I decided to wipe it off. It was a weird shape. Sometimes I don't know what I'm painting and later on I decide to wipe it off, which is a good thing with acrylics. If you work quickly, you can wipe it off. So, yep, this will be much better shape. That will work much better. Just little rocks peeking out of my beautiful water. Trying to decide on the shape of my stone. Now some white lighter parts which will highlight in the shape of my stones. And I'm also using light purple or lilac color to make the reflection of northern lights in my stones. Also some little waves around my rocks, blending it all together. Now I also wanted to paint a few little stars on my beautiful sky. So at the beginning I used just a small brush to create small dots, and then I also used my bigger brush and just made little more tiny little stars. No. Few little bigger stars. And then I decided to paint another aurora lights, and when the pour is dry it really doesn't blend so well, so it didn't work as I expected. But I wanted to paint another aurora lights to give it more depth, so I decided to paint it with my small brush and try to blend it as much as possible. And few little details, few little trees at the back of my lake. And voila, here's the result of my Northern Lights acrylic pour. And I honestly love the way this pour ended up. It looks so beautiful. I would never, if I didn't do a pour, I would never make it like this. I would never be able to paint it like this. But thanks to my pour, I was able to create very unusual aurora lights and paint few little details which made it look very special. And I love the reflection which is in the water. I hope you like it. If you did, please give a thumbs up or join my Facebook group, which is called Create with Me, and show us your beautiful art. I hope this video was inspirational for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your support and see you soon. Bye.